So first I wanted to start this video off by saying I don't hate Tyler in any way, and I actually really enjoy a lot of his music, but I just think that he was wrong at some parts of this video. And don't get me wrong, like he was speaking facts throughout this video for a lot of shit. It's just that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're going to talk about a couple of the things in the interview that I thought were a little funny, and we're gonna look at an old clip of Ben Shapiro because I saw it for the first time recently, and I just thought it was funny. Like what he said was just dumb as shit. But let's get into it.
You have the cracked version of Fruity Loops, and you can only do this. Or like my whole first album, Bastard, I put out in 2009. I had a cracked version of Fruity Loops, so you couldn't save the beats. So I would have to make a beat or whatever. And then if I had another idea, I just have to export that beat the way it is, and that's it. So you can't...
Because you couldn't go back in later on.
I couldn't do anything. So because of that, like, every choice I made was like... What's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an I. Intentional. My brain farted. Thank you.
So first off, I think it's just kind of funny. Like, I'm not trying to attack him in any way. I just think, again, that this is just kind of funny, but the cracked version of FL doesn't work like that. The cracked version of FL unlocks FL for you. That's what a crack does. What he's referring to is the demo of FL Studio, which has been a thing for a very long time. The demo, when you download it, it's basically FL for free and you can use everything, but when you save a project, it's in trial mode and you can only reopen it once you've bought the full version of FL Studio, and you can reopen it in that way or send it to somebody who has it fully unlocked, and then you can yada yada, or you can open the trial version in a cracked version and it'll unlock it. But that doesn't invalidate what he was saying after, when he was talking about how that forced him to make everything intentional. And I feel like that was all genuine. Like, I don't think he lied about the crack being like that to shoehorn that in. I think what really happened was when he was younger, somebody probably like lied to him or said, oh, like I'm gonna hook you up with this crack version of FL, and in reality it was just the demo whole time. Because like Tyler, I don't think Tyler would do that. We love Tyler, and we know Tyler's more of a genuine, like holistic kind of person, and I don't feel like he would do that.
And so many people can come in and make money.
It's some kid right now, it's a white kid, regular like Caucasian man, and he's like mocking Future and Gucci Mane like rap music.
So the first thing I don't get is why he didn't just like pop out and say it, just say Ian. Like, we know who he's talking about. There's not a whole lot of other people who fit that bill or description, you know what I'm saying? And I honestly like Ian's, you know, perception of I'm just a regular Caucasian guy doing rap music over the Tom McDonald, or, you know, the people who are like, I'm gonna try to portray this image that's already being done. He's actually doing something different. You don't see a whole lot of people being like, I'm just this average Caucasian dude making fucking rap music, because for a long time that wasn't really accepted. And to get into the whole mocking part, like, I've tried to find clips or anything that would portray Ian as mocking Gucci or Future or anyone of that sort, but the only thing that I can really think of is the opposite, because his newest album, Valedictorian, was hosted with DJ Holiday. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anything about DJ Holiday, you know he's produced many mixtapes for Gucci Mane and other people in that same lane. I don't think he's really mocking anybody, to be honest. I think Tyler just doesn't know too much about that other lane of music. I was having a conversation with some other people the other day saying that the underground isn't even really underground anymore. It's just mainstream 2.0, and it's a different flavor. That's all it is. It's a different flavor of mainstream. And I feel like Tyler isn't really as tapped into that other side as he is the more old school boom bap side. And, you know, it's just funny.
And like, people are like, this shit hard.
Cause it is hard though, like, genuinely. Bro, he be getting swappa on his shit, bro. Like, he be tapped in with real good producers. And I'm not saying the prods are carrying him, because He obviously got his own flow and shit over that, you know, but I think that shit is hard.
It's not even like satire. It's like, I'm just joking, I'm just mocking it. But I'm like, no, you can't do. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everyone's life around me, and I'm a nerd about this shit.
I think it's good that Tyler is this passionate about the music and the rap scene because at one point he was the jokester. He was the person who wasn't taking the rap seriously. He was the person who is being satire about things, and he was very upfront about it. Now, he wasn't like, oh, I'm all about the money, fuck rap as a whole. Like, he was just like, I'm just someone doing things differently than you, and mine is more of a joke approach. But the thing is nowhere has Ian ever said, fuck rap, I'm only doing this for money, and like, this is all joke shit. Because nowhere in it is it meme rap. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it doesn't sound like meme rap.
This is like weird, and I'm looking at it, and something about it like don't even sit well with me in comparison to someone like a Mac Miller or Eminem, who it didn't seem like they was mocking it. They had a genuine love for it.
I don't personally get why it doesn't sit right with him, other than maybe it being because he's white, but that's not the case because he obviously respects, like he says, Mac Miller and Eminem. But the thing is, that's a whole different lane. That's a whole different lane, like I said earlier. That's more in tune with the like old school boom bap classic rap. And yes, those people obviously have a deep appreciation for the culture and the music, but the thing is Ian is just in a different area. He appreciates different aspects of rap, different lanes of rap. He's not tapped in with the old school boom bap producers and the what people would consider like the best of rap music. He's tapped in with, like I said, Swappa, Soprano, Swish, a lot of glow producers, because he's in that glow or kind of like early 2000s rap scene.
And they were still just being, you know, aside from when Eminem was wearing do-rags in like 2006.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Eminem was wearing do-rags in 2006, but I totally believe it, bro. Like, that's some shit that I feel like Eminem would have did, bro. I mean, think about it. That man talking about something, I can make orange rhyme with banana. Banana. Fuck is you talking about? And that really brings me back to my point where it's like it's a whole different lane, different appreciations for different things, you know. Not saying one is better than the other or one is corny, but you know, they're obviously for two different palettes of taste. And you can even enjoy both if you wanted to. You could really be a Chad and enjoy both. For real, in my opinion. All right, so now we're gonna get into this Ben Shapiro clip. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself.
My case against rap is, I have the musical case against rap, and then I'll get to the cultural case against rap. So the musical case against rap is that, in my view, and the view of my music theorist father who went to music school,
Bro really tried to pull out that his dad went to music school, like that gives him any sort of credibility on speaking on the topic. Like, fuck out of here. Nobody cares.
There are three elements to music. There is harmony, there is melody, and there's rhythm.
Debatably, I would say there's more than three elements to music. That's just kind of like the bare bones structure, yes, but I'm not gonna try to nitpick too much.
Okay. And rap only fulfills one of these, the rhythm section. That there's not a lot of melody and there's not a lot of harmony.
Bro, to say that rap music doesn't have those things is kind of blasphemous, because the way he just down talks rap music, you would have thought the only shit he ever heard was God, heal my soul, I cry, heal my soul. But rap music has all of those things and more. It has the melodies in the lyrics, it has the melodies in the beat. If you want to talk about harmonization, a lot of new age rappers harmonize over the beat and harmonize with themselves. So they definitely have harmony and melody as well as the rhythm down, but they got more than that, bro. They got more than that in their music. So bro is really just yapping. To give a good example is Lil Shine. Not everyone might think his music is good, but whether or not you think his music is good or not, or is mixed all the way down, you can't deny that he's got melody, you can't deny that he's got harmony, and you can't deny that it's got rhythm. Just listen to this shit.
She wanna neck me up. I just say it twice, you know I can't let He wants smoke, what's up? They trying to set me up. I can't trust no bitch, I only trust my gut.
And thus, it is basically effectively spoken rhythm. And so it's not actually a form of music, it's a form of rhythmic speaking. And thus, so beyond the subjectivity of me just not enjoying rap all that much, what I've said before is it's not music. So tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, there's certainly melody in the beats, and even some rappers rapping/singing certainly has melody. I'm not a particularly melodic rapper myself. There are artists who sort of sing rap a lot more, but I'd certainly say in terms of the production, there's a lot of harmony and melody in there. In terms of rapping itself, obviously rapping is a different art from singing, so the focus is on the rhythm rather than on the melodies and the harmonies by intention. Otherwise you'd be singing, right? I'm not too great at harmony and melody, and nobody would pay to see me on stage singing. But in terms of the lyricism and the rhythm, that's really where the skill lies. So as an art form, it's a really unique form of music in a lot of ways. One, I think, is that you've just got the space to express yourself.
Shout out to whoever this dude is for just straight sitting Ben down and just fucking really schooling him, bro. Like, they talking about in video titles why Ben Shapiro just destroyed rap. They never played the clip right after where bro basically just sat him down. It was like, it literally has all that shit. He literally said what I said what he said. We all thinking the same shit. Ben is really just yapping right now. And props to dude for having the patience to just sit with Ben and listen to him fucking yap so he can hopefully get through to him and show him that, like, rap isn't just Tom Grant McDonald fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know, and it's weird how he says he doesn't enjoy rap music. He doesn't really listen to rap music, yet he's got a rap song with Tom McDonald. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
You like that, it vibes with you, and you're feeling with that.
Right, I mean, that's
totally subjective.
So my other kind of artistic criticism of rap.
Bro could not wait to interrupt him and just be like, that shit is subjective. But, like, yeah, of course it's subjective, you know what I'm saying? It's music, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see what this man finna rebuttal with.
Is maybe a stereotype about how rap is written. So I have this kind of theory, and it holds true across all musical form, which is that art and craft are not in opposition, but very often they seem to be placed in opposition, meaning there's, and this leads to my criticism of rock along the same lines as my criticism of rap, which was that rock was an actual degradation of skill for music from jazz, which was actually a degradation of skill from classical. That the amount of talent and work, mostly work, that you have to put into mastering a classical instrument is a lot higher than the amount of talent that and work you'd have to put into playing 3 chords in a rock song.
So I kind of agree with him with the whole degradation shit, but, you know, even though he's speaking facts, to quote Tank Dempsey, even a blind squirrel is right twice a day.
And so when it comes to the lyrics in rap, maybe, I'm sure, part of it is because I just don't have a lot of experience listening to a lot of rap, but it seems like that there's a lot of praise that's put out for particular rappers who it seems to me are doing something that doesn't seem innately very difficult.
Bro, difficulty has nothing to do with music. Dude, you can name almost all of the pop genres. None of those are fucking hard to do. What you did over that fucking Tom McDonald song, facts, max, like that shit is not fucking hard at all. Like, skill and difficulty has nothing to do with it. But you know what does have something to do with music? How good it sounds. That's what determines whether or not people want to listen to it, bro. Like, he's just yapping.
It doesn't seem like the lyrics have exact rhyme. I have this criticism of even, in musical theater, this is one of my criticisms of Lin-Manuel Miranda, actually.
You talk about rhymes not rhyming exactly or whatever, but I'm pretty sure if you were asked who the best rapper of all time was, you would say Eminem because, you know, you're in that fucking headspace. But orange rhyme with banana, Boranana, playing Fortnite with your grandma, shut up.
Is that he doesn't use exact rhyme enough. He uses near rhymes, and he uses sort of easier forms of rhyme very often and stacks lyrics in order to make things sound more complex than they are. And then you watch movies about rap, and it seems like somebody just gets up on the mic and they just go. And and how much work actually goes into crafting a rap lyric? How much time has to go into figuring out the rhythmic scheme and the rhyme scheme, because I think that would change my opinion somewhat on how rap is constructed.
Sure, this really depends on the rapper, to be totally honest with you. There are rappers who I would totally agree do not spend much time or thought or energy in crafting what they're saying, right? They just put something together and it's a very basic rhyme scheme and they just go there and it'll be quite repetitive. In terms of the content, there's not really any decent message in there. They're not telling any story. They're not using any clever wordplay or anything like that. So to me, that's what makes a bad rapper. If you were to take a great rapper, I don't know, Nas, Eminem, Jay-Z, someone like that, whose lyrics are a lot more complex and in-depth, then, you know, I'd like to, or myself, of course, I'd like to think a lot goes into it. A lot goes into it in terms of the rhythmic patterns and what you'd call the flow, which is essentially how you ride the beat. So if you've got a beat that's a faster tempo, you might rap at double the speed and have you're essentially using your voice kind of like a percussive instrument. It might be more comparable to drumming, say, than to in terms of the delivery.
Right.
But then in terms of the actual lyrical content, for me, that for a great artist, that's where the real thought comes in. And again, when it comes to hip hop, if you're making a hip hop song, average rap song probably has 8 to 10 times the amount of lyrics, if not more, as pretty much any other genre. So you've got a lot of stuff. Typically you'll have 3 16-bar verses. So you've got a lot of space to say a lot of stuff if you want to. I mean, some artists don't say much. I like to think, you know, in all my songs I put a lot of thought into what I'm saying and the message I'm trying to communicate out there. And there's a lot of wordplay and a lot of metaphors and similes and just trying to do clever stuff with the writing. So again, I think that the real answer to that is it depends on the rapper. Just like you could have somebody who does a very basic form of dance or playing an instrument and they're just, okay, I'm going to just play the piano like that.
Finger, yeah.
Like that, versus someone who's a proper virtuoso. You do get the same thing in hip-hop and with rap.
Thank you for tuning in to The Daily Wire, one of the fastest growing conservative media outlets in the country. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our content.
I'm not liking, I am not subscribing, fuck that. But I just want to end it off by saying he said that he didn't even like or listen to rap music. So who are you to really commentate on the state of rap or the quality of rap? I feel like if you don't listen to it or dive into it as much, you can't say or generalize something about the whole topic. You know, that's an assumption. And Mr. Facts versus Feelings, assumptions are usually feelings. Facts are not based off of those. So that pretty much wraps the video up. I'm gonna have more shit coming soon, but it's gonna be on pause for a minute because I gotta get some more audio equipment, get my own audio interface, get a little XLR for my shit. Because right now I just have the mic borrowing my friend's interface. We're gonna be on a little break, but I've still got some other video clips and pre-recorded shit, so I'll still have some content coming out during the break period. But if you guys like this video though, please leave a like, maybe a comment. If you didn't, tell me I was yapping. Hopefully y'all have a nice rest of y'all day, evening, night, and I'll see y'all in the next one.